Hey guys, welcome back to the broken transmission roll race video. Now, we were running late. We did that live stream and we didn't get to leave the house until an hour later than we should. So we got here basically an hour and a bit late. I got the car unloaded and I went straight out and just to do some test pulls. Basically, I wanted to see what the trans was going to do with just me in the car and just see if we're going to be able to use fourth gear. My thought was on the way down, worst case scenario, just won't use fourth gear. So I went and did a couple of test runs, which I'll play now, but we have, I think, a big issue.
All right, good to go, mate. Very good, yourself? Good, sir. Cheers, yep. Good to go.
Thank you. Dave, what do you think the issue is? I wonder if they can hear it. So basically, I come in off those 3 runs, and as I come into the pits, I'm like, the idle doesn't sound right. It's pretty, if you, like here, in between the 2 exhausts, that is so noticeable. So that sounds like we've just bent a rod or something. Basically sounds like it's down on power. I've had a little bit of an issue with the wiring on cylinder 4. I don't know why it would be missing that on idle. It's still lumpy. If you bring it off idle, it sounds okay. I don't know if they're going to hear it. Yeah. Yeah. And then settles back down to a cam. Yeah. We've installed a cam. I might give you that, Dave. Let me just grab the laptop. Oh man. Oh, just so everybody knows as well, I know they can hear me. It just went slower. I dragged those runs and it was a 5.89. So the more we've wound, the more the wear on the trans, the slower the 1-2s get. Which is kind of expected. A worn out transmission isn't going to make it go quick. No, and dude, it just doesn't accelerate in 4th gear. It just goes, wow.
On the draggy graph, you could see 3rd looked pretty aggressive, and then hits 4th, and everything tapers off.
But you know what I might just do? I'll just kill it for a sec as well.
The way this is idling is just very reminiscent of your car.
My 17T car.
Yeah.
Sounds like all the cylinders have 150 PSI, apart from one that has about 80 or 90.
Yeah, although this is actually more I'd say this is more
noticeable, but this exhaust is worse.
Yeah, well, your exhaust must have muffled it a fair bit, made it nice and quiet. But yeah, this just sounds like the car's got a cam. Lumping away.
Yeah, like I had a little bit of an issue with cylinder 4 ignition coil wire. It sounds so bad. Right, I've just got ISTA.
So what are you going to check?
I'm going to do the rough running test, which will show me which cylinder's basically making it sound like it's got a cam. Oh, hang on. I got to restart ISTA. Oh, we'll be back, guys. Okay, right, we got ISTA. We're going to go engine, electronics, quality control. Oh, can't click. Adjustment functions, test runs, idle speed. And this is going to tell us which cylinder's playing up. So, well, hopefully it will.
Well, it should.
Rough running values. All right, cylinder 4.
Far out.
It's gone.
What's that? Oh my god. Nowhere near. Was yours that bad?
I think mine was like 500. We've just done
shit. So it's worse. It's more of a bend than yours. That's not good.
All I can think of is I did those first 2 draggy runs, which I didn't even complete the second one. But there were 2 pretty good pulls, and then I sat in the staging lanes.
It's hot
for about 8 minutes,
and then had a race.
The intake temps were at 65 degrees C as I rolled out to race Dane.
So it just wasn't happy. Possibly.
I think what we've done is just melted the rod in cylinder 4.
God damn it.
My theory is bent rod, cracked piston. There goes your compression.
Not cool. I had come to terms with the fact of losing this gearbox tonight.
Yeah, I can't afford to lose the engine.
Yeah, I didn't think this was going to happen, especially within the first 10 minutes.
All right, guys, we're going to do some thinking, and we'll give you an update shortly. All right, so we've got some light. The car is here. We've actually been, this is probably an hour and a half since you saw that last clip. We've been talking to a lot of people. Thanks to everyone that's come up and given us words of encouragement and made us feel better about what we've just done. I won't know until we get it back into a compression test, which I'll do tomorrow. It's only like 8 o'clock now, so I might try and edit this tonight.
Okay.
So we can get this out, so that you guys see what happens when you just send it. Thanks, everyone. And I was in send it mode. I was.
Just straight away.
Yeah, so I got here, we didn't have time to mess around. We got here, I took the car off and went out and did those runs with the single camera angle. It's going to be shitty camera. But I just want to see what the trans was doing. I was ready to just beat on it. And then I think I did actually film it, but the intake temps when I was waiting to go out and race Dane from corn-fed boost got to like 65 degrees. So the car had gotten hot from 2 pulls,
yeah,
and then it just heat soaked. And I did have max cooling on. But I reckon racing Dane, hot intake temps. It's 30 degrees ambient.
I was gonna say it was quite muggy at the time as well, because it was as the sun was going down. It's been a stupid hot day. It just wasn't a nice time for the car.
No, it is what we worked out. I mentioned in the live stream that Ken helped me sort out some misfires. The motor was making more power than it's ever made before, even though it wasn't going as fast because the trans was slipping. The motor was strong. Well, it was probably a bit too strong. My guess right now is we've bent a rod. Oh, we haven't actually said that, have we?
I don't even know.
Everything's going crazy. We've spoken to so many people. I think we've bent a rod and cracked a ring land on cylinder 4. We'll know when I compression test it tomorrow.
Look, if you've been watching for a long time, when Andrew's 17T car, it made a very similar noise to this.
Yeah.
Well, it did the exact same thing, except this is more noticeable.
Yes, and the readings from ISTA, this is actually reading a lot worse than the 17T car did for cylinder 4.
One of the people we were talking options with was Jake. And when Andrew told him the readout from the test, he laughed.
Yeah, Jake works at a BMW dealership, so they use that rough running test to diagnose a lot of things. Yeah, he laughed when I said it's running at 800 on that cylinder. Everything else is around 50. Everything else is running really nice. I think we've just wound it up to the limits of a twin turbo car, and then I've driven it in really hot heat, a bit stupidly.
Yeah, like when you're talking nearly 70 degrees IATs, that's horrible.
Yes, and when I raced Dane as well, because I was maybe trying to do another 1 to 2, I was going a little bit faster than normal start speed, so I was brake boosting third hard. Coming around the corner, I'm full brake and brake boosting.
So third gear around there.
Yeah.
So low RPM.
It was about 8 PSI on the gauge when the light went green, and then I've just gone from a really low RPM. So
that's a long time to have high tension.
Yes.
On
a
all
hot
rods.
engine. Idiot. Hey, this is it. The Flowmaxes don't mess around. And I've been saying to Dave, and I think I've mentioned it a few times on camera, like the first time I drove this car, I said we're going to be bending rods.
And it's kind of, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a shock. I'd come to terms with the gearbox being cooked today.
Yeah.
Not the engine. That wasn't part of the plan, right? That wasn't the deal.
No, that puts, if the motor's cooked,
it's an issue.
It's a huge issue, actually, because the plan was build this up as a really nice street car. I don't know how I switched into let's make it the fastest twin turbo E90 in the world. Whoops. But the plan was to build this up and not spend too much more money than what with all the parts. Because we've been buying parts for this build for the last sort of 3 months, the turbos and getting everything ready to do this build. So I wasn't expecting to spend any more money. I thought the money was
exactly.
spent.
Yeah, we thought which is the hard work, saving up for the stuff.
But now we need a gearbox and a motor. I don't know what to do. Leave comments what you think we should do.
So I was a little bit disheartened when that happened, but one of the guys we were talking to, we're talking power levels of this thing, and
this car is faster than a Lamborghini STO. That's the fastest Lamborghini to ever leave the Lamborghini factory.
and look at it.
It's still full weight.
It's a 4-door.
Oh, the interior lights still work.
It's a 4-door, 6-cylinder BMW.
It's so. I'll tell you what. This car, putting the turbos on, being frustrated, and sometimes I might complain a little bit more off camera than I do on camera. But I go out and I do a pull in it, and the way the third gear hits, it's
insane. It is mental.
The front picks up, and it's just like, oh, it's worth it.
And it's probably triple the power that BMW.
Assuming we have bent a rod, and I'm fairly confident we have, and it's bent a rod and cracked a piston, or ringland or whatever. We've got spares. We could throw a second-hand rod and piston in this and just go again, but I feel like we're at the limits of what you're going to do with a twin turbo car.
Well, that's the thing. We could do that, but we're still looking at obviously a lot of gaskets and stuff.
Yeah,
it'll be silly.
$500 in gaskets to pull the motor down.
Yeah, all the consumables that go with it, and then we can't. We're going to have to run it back up, wind it down, so it's more like a 6 second 1 to 2.
This was.
It's no fun.
Nah. Well, I reckon if we did the trans, thing is, that's what other people. Again, I don't know if it comes across on camera. It's so hot in Queensland this time of year. So in winter, at the power level before the trans start to slip,
that's true.
It would probably do a low 5,
which ain't too bad.
No. If we wound it down like 50 foot-pounds, 50 horsepower.
Back to running tune.
Yeah, running tune. I reckon it would do a mid 5 in winter. But right now it's like a 6 second car, 100 to 200. I don't know. Let us know below. We've got the parts to put this back together. We've still got to sort a gearbox out. That sucks. That's the other issue. Mega money.
And again, okay, some people were saying, well, just do the cheap fix on the engine, get it back running, and just source another second-hand 6 HP. Which, that would be the cheapest way out of it. But
then you've got to wind the power down again.
When you have to wind the power down further because, as we found out,
the question we're asking is, like, we've got our own cars, the 17T car, Dave's M5, they're our personal passion cars that I only make the decisions on that and you only make the decisions on that. And although we will get advice from you guys, it's still ultimately what we want to do at our heart. Where the 0 to 60 cars, the RX hates.
A lot of things come into play.
We want to try and make it as good a content for you guys, whether it's educational to help you build your car or entertaining. Hopefully you find the blow-ups entertaining.
So would you, hey, look, it's Saturday, a Hyundai gets with a screamer pipe out the bonnet.
There's some weird cars that go roll racing.
But as a viewer, would it be more interesting or beneficial, what are we going to get the most views on, I should say?
Yeah.
Just putting a replacement stock piston and rod in, or
If we were like, if we put our used car dealer hats on, we could probably fix this for $3,000. I reckon. Back on the street, wind it down 50 horsepower.
but then you have to leave that hat on. Yeah, you have to wind it down,
Yeah, wind it down and sell it, and then we'll have money to do it, really.
which was the plan all along.
Yeah, the plan was to fix this,
But
make this cool,
with
sell
these
it.
goddamn turbos, it's just on the running tune. It was quicker than your 17T car. It's got so much potential. I want to keep pushing it, but
And the twins, it's just like a stock car.
it is amazing at what it's doing and how quick it's going.
So basically, do you hit us up already, assuming that we've done the engine, and I'll do a video on the comp test tomorrow, but assuming we've done the engine, should we build it? Or do we just put it all back together and wind it down?
And sell it and then focus on O'Reilly.
But yeah, I mean, the O'Reilly build's going to be huge because we want to make a really fast.
But it's very different. This thing drives, it is so luxurious to drive.
Yes.
And yet it does third gear power skids like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let us know. Should we spend $15,000 building the motor and putting a good trans in it, or should we just?
Just to be clear, that's $15,000 we don't have.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll take a little while to do it. Oh my god, these things are so expensive.
I was so focused on worrying about the gearbox today.
I was just ready to. I was just like, I was annoyed the gearbox had let me down, and I was ready to hurt the gearbox tonight.
Yeah. And
Everyone
it was
said
what it was. Yeah.
I was ready to hurt it. There was no sympathy when I went out on those runs. I think that run when I raced Dane, it was slipping around 6.5, and I've just let it slip. I'm in fourth gear, 6,500 RPM. It's doing its CVT thing.
Nasty.
And then it went to like 66, and then the tacho just went to like 78.
Holy crap.
So it's like the gearbox, it got to the point where it just
let go.
Just let go, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it caught up.
No.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, just the car just stopped accelerating completely. And at that point, I was like, click, give me more gears, and off the throttle.
So caught as he's idled back into the pits, because this, when it happened to his 17T car, he's got that Miltech exhaust, which is so quiet for how free flowy it is. But this one, it just sounds like it's got a cam. So as soon as he idled into the pits, it was very distinguishable. I didn't realise that the gearbox gave up that much.
Yeah. All right, let's end this off. This is a long, sad. We're sad, guys. This wasn't the plan with this car. The plan was make this cool, make it a fast street car,
Which it was getting there.
They'd sell it and get onto going crazy with it, really.
Yeah.
Which we still want to do. It just really messes with the time frame.
With lots of things. I will say thank you very much for everybody that came up, and
yeah, we met a lot of viewers tonight. Thank you very much.
Yeah, people that we hadn't spoken to before, and obviously people that we have spoken to before. But yeah, a lot of nice dudes out there. It's good to see.
Dave, I want to do a ZFA in a built model.
Of course. Slight issue with that, Andrew. Slight issue.
Maybe
We've just got broken cars.
Yeah, we do.
No, that would be, and that's the thing. Every option, every scenario we run through it with everyone. Obviously, like you said, the used salesman hat. That's like the most enticing option, or the most possible to do quickly.
Most sensible.
But then it always comes back to needing a ZF8 to take this power.
Yep.
Not winding this turbo and this fuel setup down, because the whole car is so capable of going so much quicker. You don't want to wind it down, and it will be a shame to do a cheap fix if you've got no choice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I think
it just sucks.
There's so much potential in this, and I don't know of anyone else that's running Flomaxes with the proper port injection setup. Like this car, I don't want to say it, but it's fast. The videos do it no justice. It's faster than you think it is.
Yeah, it's even
in this heat.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it was fast.
Yeah, not anymore.
Sorry, fast.
Not anymore. And it won't be if you wind it down. Well, that's the thing. It'll still be quick even if you do wind it down, but not like Aspen.
No. That twin turbo mid-range torque. Those rods love it, eh?
I didn't know you're in third gear brake boosting too.
Yeah, just brake boost.
Yeah.
All right, we'll end it off. Thank you all. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the stress and trauma. Hey, we have learned something.
Always.
And yeah, we wound the timing up today as well. So we were running about 11 degrees of timing and 28, maybe 30 PSI.
Had you mentioned that previously? No, okay, yeah. So
yeah, with the misfire sorted out, we thought send it. So we wound up to 30 PSI and yeah, about 11 degrees of timing. So that's another top tip. Maybe that's something that people can take away. If you've got flow maxes, don't go over 28.
yeah. I mean, look, you're looking at, when
On a
you're
stock
looking
engine.
at 60 plus degrees IATs as well,
Yeah.
shit, it's not happy. Anyway,
All right, guys, we're gonna love you and leave you.
thank you for watching.
Hey, maybe it's not a rod. Maybe it's. I've tried to jiggle the
piston.
coil
A
wires.
piston.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe it's ignition. We'll comp test it tomorrow. We'll know. Anyway, thank you very much. Peace. What annoys me, Shane, is we're only running it, so it's faster than a brand new Hurricane STO, and it fucking brakes.
You're not asking too much, I think.
I know. What is wrong with BMW? They're shitboxes. Oh, you're recording. Ista still hasn't loaded.